We have a government fuelling demand for housing through things like stamp duty holidays, but not doing enough, not anywhere near enough to increase supply. And in my borough, we have far too many people living in seriously overcrowded conditions, many who I've come to visit in recent weeks, some of whom I've known for some time because they've been living in that situation for a very long time. Many forced into temporary housing accommodation, where only 5 or 6 years ago you could say to someone they will be there 6 months and then you'll get a proper home. Now often there for years at a time. One woman who was discharged from hospital with her baby to live in a room with her husband and her toddler. Another woman living with her 7-year-old, a working woman with her 7-year-old off school, homeschooled, in a hostel room. And there are others who are outpriced, like the Homerton Hospital porter, who brings home net £1,300 per calendar month, pays for a room in a private rented house £550 a month. It was £400 until the pandemic hit and his landlady had to put the rent up. He rented a room for him and his daughter. When the rent went up to £550 a month, he could no longer afford that, which would have taken him over £1,000 a month. So they share a room. She, Madam Deputy Speaker, is 17 years old. He is embarrassed by this, but there is no prospect in his case because although he is a health worker, he has no recourse to public funds because he's going through legitimately and properly the immigration system. But because he has no recourse to public funds, with that salary he could never afford to rent a property privately in London, would not qualify for housing benefit, and certainly would not qualify for the scarce social housing we have. And there's no prospect for many people of renting or owning their own home, with prices now £750,000 for a typical 2-bedroom property.